Okay, do you have any of these items at home? Guess what? You can use them to help you learn and practice your multiplication facts. Soon you will be getting some flashcards to take home and a multiplication chart. These are things that you can use to help you practice and then also check your answers. Another fun way you could practice is if you have some colors and a paper at home, is you could make a multiplication flower. First, you would start by having your center part of your flower, and you can choose whatever fact that you want. You would put the number in the middle, and then you would need 12 small petals and 12 big petals. So you'd go around, 1, 2, help me count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you would fill that in by putting 1 through 12 on the smaller petals. After you have filled that in, then you're going to make 12 big petals. Help me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And it's all right if it's not perfect. We all just try our very best. At that point, then, you would ask yourself, 1 times 5 equals what?
5.
2 times 5 equals?
10.
3 times 5 equals?
15.
4 times 5 equals?
20.
5 times 5?
25.
What's 6 times 5?
30.
7 times 5?
35.
8 times 5?
40.
9 times 5?
45.
10 times 5?
50.
11 times 5?
55.
And last is 12 times 5.
60.
Then at the end, you can color it and have your final product.
Our next activity
Is dice. We have dice. You can take your dice and roll them to get your factor, and after you've practiced, you'll know that 3 times 6 is 18. 18 would be the product. You roll them again. Factor, 6 times 6 is
36.
Factor, product. 2 times 6 is
12.
12. You could make this a game with someone. You could keep score and learn your facts playing dice.
Another activity would be to use dominoes.
Dominoes. You could make this a game also. You could play against each other. And I guess we could just draw. Okay, you go first, Miss Lyle.
Oh, I would have to count this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 1. That would be 8.
Good job. 4 times 1 is 4.
2 times 2. Oh, I know that one. That one's 4.
5 times 6 is 30.
And then 2 times 4, that is 8.
And last, oh my, it's an array though. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3 is 12. And 12 times 3 is 36.
Our next activity is using playing cards. You can do this one at a time, one person, or you can do it with 2 or 3 people. The idea is to pull 2 cards. If you know the product of the 2 factors, then you get to keep the cards. 9 times 7. Oh, that's 63. I'm keeping that one.
Good job. Oh, what are we saying the jacks are?
Jacks are 10s, Miss Thornberry.
Okay, so 10 times 6 is 60.
I have a 3, a factor of 3, and a factor of 3. Oh, that's an easy one. 3 times 3 is 9.
Another way that you could play it is if you pull out 2 cards at once, you can see who's fastest.
Oh, 50.
So then Miss Lyle would have won those cards.
Oh, man.
This time we have 2 factors of 8 and 7.
56.
Oh. You beat me, Miss Thornberry. Okay, I'm going to do it this time. We have factors of 9 and 4, 36.
Oh, man. Another thing you could use at your home is you could use cereal, beans, pennies, all kinds of things to make arrays to practice your facts. You could do rows and columns. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 3 columns. And 4 times 3 is, and you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 times 3 is 12. If you look at it this way, you're still going to get 4 times 3 is 12, but you have 3 rows with 4 columns. And 3 times 4 is 12.
You can also practice arrays with Legos if you happen to have Legos at home. You can use individual blocks. This would be 4 rows with 2 in each row, which would equal 8. Or you could use them and put them together. Now I have 4 rows of 4, and that would be 16. Add a single. Now I have 5 columns and 4 rows. So that one would equal 20. You can also do them with smaller ones, whichever ones you happen to have. Now this one would not work because you have extra up there. So you would have to make sure that they are the same size. Another activity would be if you have an egg carton, write your numbers in the bottom of the egg carton, 1 through 12. You can use cereal, you can use pennies, you can use just about anything. Drop 2 in. You're going to close the top, shake it around. When you open it, this one happens to be on 8 and 12. 8 times 12, oh, what would that answer be? I might have to use my multiplication chart if I have not used it. So I could find 12 and 8, follow my fingers. 8 times 12 would be 96. I could close it again, shake it up, let's see. Oh, it stayed the same this time. Let's try it again. This time, oh, it's 10 times 12. We have studied how to multiply by 10s, so I would say 12 times 10 would be 120. Those are just a few activities that you can use to study and practice your multiplication facts when you're at home.
We hope you enjoyed our video.